I've done is, you guys know when we started our first phase over here for our community, I tell you, and I don't know how much more to express to you how grateful, how we were all so just, how is it, mind-blowing, right? It was just that we offered and said, hey, 30 lots, $6,000 a lot for a deposit. Who's interested? And within 30 days, we had 30 people. We had $180,000, and we started a community. The only one I know in the United States that is customer self-funded. So, everybody knows I got 34 acres here. Everybody knows I got 2 more acres on the river. And I know we've tinkered around with, hey, we might do another phase. Well, tonight I'm just going to go ahead and reveal my entire plan for my project here. It's only limited by funds, by money. It can be done within 6 months to a year, depending on if we get the funds, right? The money, the people, the interest in what we're doing. I don't have the means to borrow any money. I don't have the means to borrow a line of credit, nothing. But we do if we band together. And I'm just going to put this out here, and we're going to let everybody just chomp down on it and see what happens. I know there's attorneys watching. There's people way smarter than I am watching this. But I will have people behind me. We'll make sure all this is done straightforward, up above, the money taken care of, and whatever we do from here on. And just like we have been, we have accountants. I have an attorney that I have that helps me in what I do too. And we all do that are self-employed. Let me draw you a picture. Our land, I'm going to draw you a picture of our land right here. We have a railroad back here, all right? The railroad goes around and it turns. And then down at the bottom is this main road right out front, which is Industrial Road, okay? That's Industrial Road. And this is the railroad. Behind the railroad, this is our property line. And there's this beautiful river right here. And it flows. There's actually a canal that you can, and there's a culvert. There's actually a canal that you can kayak, right? And then head down the river. Gorgeous. We have 2 acres. How you spell acres, man? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Over here, we have 32 more acres right here. From here, I hope I'm to scale. We have this little road. This is our water line. And this right here is our wooded area. I'm going to call that the forest. Are we okay? Mm-hmm. Keep going, right? All right. We had a gate right here. We have another road that comes all the way in. And then we've got our main entrance. We come into our factory and we turn this way. This is the way we all come in. And there's concrete from here to here and here. That's all concrete within this area. Right here is our great big dome building, okay? And this is, okay, so you guys kind of know what's going on. Right here is our first phase. And these are all of our lots. So, my grand plan is the next phase is going to be here. And this is all wooded. This is all wooded. We're going to do the same thing. Now, everybody, this was an old Firestone plant. They built little tires here for wheelbarrows and bicycles and all that stuff, right? Well, in this area, and we've got the meets and bounds, is a 2-acre parcel. It's bigger than this, but to scale, that we can't do anything with. It's an old landfill. You can't tell it's a landfill. There's trees growing up everywhere. If you walked in there, you'd never even know where it was at. But we have a 300-page study, EPA, that the city gave to me. The EPA just wrote off everything, said everything's been done, good, you passed, we're cool, and it's in there. So we can't build on that area. So what I'm gonna do is build this, our next phase. I may use that for some sort of just entertainment or something that we can do. So the houses may be sporadically set up. Well, we've got this pasture area through here, in here. All right, so we've got this phase. We could actually have about 30, maybe 50 more homes on top of these 30 inside this 12 acres, all right? Over here, we've got this concrete. All this is concrete. But from here to here, there's this big grassy area. We'll put trees that are in this area. This is all concrete. What I'm proposing to do, I'm gonna call this the beach, all right? Now listen, I can put about 50 homes all along here. Now you're gonna say, oh my God, we're gonna be on top of each other. You're right, you sure will. And you know what? There you won't, here you will. And you may not like it. Nobody might wanna live there. But you know what this is called the beach is because we're gonna have all-weather palm trees. We're gonna have a tropical feel. Every house on here is gonna be a vibrant Caribbean color to bring a smile to your face. And what we're gonna have is community living. If you're on a concrete and you don't have, or in a field, you have no privacy. So if you live, if I'm standing here, all right, show them that house over there, Amanda. So I'm on that porch, I'm over there. I have no more privacy from there if I was standing right here, right? You're gonna hear me talk, you're gonna hear me burp, you're gonna hear me, right? Because there's no trees. So I wanna develop personalities on this place. And this is just, it may not go, this is just my idea. But I'm gonna offer home sites on this that you'll have your door on the back, you'll have a front porch, you have a porch swing, you'll have a rocker out front, and all this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the concrete on every one of these, and we're gonna put dirt inside each one of these things. So you're gonna have trees, palm trees, and tropical looking plants and flowers. We're gonna put a boulevard right here. And this boulevard's gonna have trees in it. Maybe even a water feature in this, all right? So when then you talk and you take a walk through here, you can talk to your neighbor. It's about communicating with your neighbor. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You'll have a house, right? And you'll have your car and your little shed. You'll have a house, you'll have your car and a little shed. All throughout here, car and a little shed. And then we cut this out and we got some tropical plants between each home site. That's what we're gonna do. Home sites are, I don't know yet, probably 30 foot, only 30 foot wide by 30 foot deep. And that's what I'm proposing to do this. Right now I'm calling it the beach because I got this super cool feel about tropical colors and vibrant, you know, community type living. It's just like, if you go to a large city like Philadelphia, Detroit, you know, New York, a lot of these big cities, they call them, you guys all know them, you know, they're row houses. When I was raised in Michigan, our houses were 20 foot apart. You pull it in a car, you may have 10 feet and you got another house. Car, 10 feet, house. And there were just streets of them. And I lived all my life and I was raised most like a lot of you folks, 900 square feet. Didn't even think about a bigger house, right? We all knew each other, we knew our neighbors, we knew who everybody was going on. If we needed sugar or flour or if we needed something, we go down and we ask the neighbor for it. Back to my story earlier, that because I've been working so much, I've almost lost the ability to share any kind of thoughts other than, you know, my first introduction story of who I am and where I'm going and stuff. But when it gets any deeper than that, I've kind of lost that a little bit. It feels uncomfortable. And I think it's because I don't communicate enough with people. I don't take enough time away from here to get friends, you know, and to spend that time. And I'm glad I'm doing what I'm doing. But I think we're all falling into that, even though you may not have a busy work schedule, but because of maybe taking care of people, like Miss Benjamin taking care of her mom, and she's the only one that I know, and I know a lot of people do that. But just think if she had her mom here, and she was here, and she had to run to the store, and a couple people could come over and help her, with her mom, she could go to the park and just relax a little bit. Or remember what it's like to be a lady. Go get her hair done, or her nails done, you know, stuff like that. And that's a sense of community that I want here. Is that pie in the sky? Probably, but I think it can be done. We got to try, right? So that's what I want to do here. In this grassy area, okay, this is the grassy area. Oh, I forgot my R. What I want to do here is I'm going to put a loop, a road. And this is going to be the village, all right? And this is where we're going to make money. I'm going to put the money right here. If you do any kind of things that you want to sell, if you make hammers, if you make markers, if you make arts and crafts, if you knitting, artwork, even a coffee shop, a sandwich shop, anything. And I'm going to have little buildings that you guys can lease, right here. And we're going to open to the public. And this is going to be a shopping area, right? And this is all going to be for walking. This is not for cars. This is for a walking area. So we're going to have all kinds of shops. And the only way that you can be a proprietor in this village of shops and is open to the public is you have to live here to be a part of that. We're even going to have a wood shop here that we can build things. You guys say, hey, I seen something on Pinterest and I want to build something out of wood or whatever, maybe even a pottery, whatever, as much as we can do to keep people interacting, talking to each other, being a part of things, and bringing that creativity out of you and just God getting out of the house, right? We want this to be active and participating community. So that's what that is. So you're near the beach, you got the forest, a whole different feel of homes. Back here, and I'm going to get to this, what we're doing, then over here is this big grassy area, right? G-R-A, grassy area, all this right here. Okay, I'm going to call that, Amanda, am I doing this? Prayer, I-E.
A-R-I-E.
A.
Prairie.
P-R-A-R-I-E. This is the prairie. All right, now the prairie, the reason is because it's all grass. Here, you can have solar. You can be off-grid if you like. But we're going to have on-grid also. I want city water and sewer and power through here. But it's super sunny. It's all grassy. I just want to put some roads in here, right? And I'll put some homes. And this is going to have a total feel that you're out in the prairie. You're out in we're thinking about maybe more of a craftsman styles homes. These homes here, I have a specific style of home, and I'm going to offer such a good deal. You're going to want to have a home like that in this area. Really anywhere, we're going to offer some really great deals, and I'll share that with you in just a minute. But this is the prairie, the beach, and the forest. All right? I don't know if those are the official names. I know they're very basic, but like Amanda said, they're really distinct, and they're very simple, and they're straightforward. And it tells the difference between each section. Now, this is just my dream. It may never happen, but I want to tell you guys, this is where I'm going. On this dome, we would like to extend our dome out. Inside the dome, we'll make sections. We'll have more manufacturing. We'll have all of our materials. It won't be out here anymore. This will be very clean, knit. As you guys can see, we've cleaned out quite a bit. We look really good around here. We want to have a workshop. We want to have our lectures here. Maybe on the weekends, we're going to have lectures that I teach people how to build tiny homes. They come from all over the United States to build homes. Also, I would like to have a welcome center. All right? So I want to be the tiny home capital of the United States. I want it to be, you fly into Knoxville, you take a shuttle here to Newport, you come here and you learn about tiny homes. Not only as a community, you learn to build them, you can watch them being built, you can learn about them being built. Also in that welcome center, you're going to learn the history of tiny homes, history of our company, where we've come from, and have models in there to tour. Now, over in this part area right here, we're going to have a wedding venue. All right? A wedding venue. We're going to have a big barn right here, and this is going to be for receptions. And then in the woods over here, we're going to have this chapel. Okay? I've already talked to a wedding planner at my old resort. She's a wonderful lady. She's very, very good at what she does. Discussed her. I've had her here and visited our place. She thinks it's beautiful. She thinks it's a great place for a wedding chapel, a wedding venue. And this is the stippler. Stickler? I said stippler. What that can do is it generates income. All right. So we want bed and breakfast. We want B&Bs here. We want B&Bs. If you buy a house from me and you have a B&B here, right? She can rent that out for her wedding venue. We can rent periodically all over for wedding venue. We can come over here and rent the whole beach out for a wedding venue. If you want to live here, that's fine too. But wouldn't it be nice to, I'm sitting here on my front porch and I see a bride and groom or somebody come in and they're actually having their honeymoon next door to you in this beautiful beach looking setting with tropical stuff, and they love your place. They came here to get married in your community. And I think somebody said, well, that would be bad having people Airbnb and transient people going in and out. I don't think so at all. I think it's awesome. I think it's great that people want to do that. They want to come and spend time in a place that you live. You know, I think it's a compliment. So not only will this community be a place for you to reside, it's a place for you to make money. It's a place for you to make money in your shops that you can sell consignment things if you want to make them in your home and sell them in places that people come and buy. You can also have a wedding venue that will be able to say, hey, we need X amount of cabins or spaces. You may not live there. You may be a vacation home that you want to come here just in the winter and use your house for Airbnb. And also in the prairie end of it. All this can be done, but I want to make them distinct difference. We don't want a beach setting over in the prairie, right? So, also, if we make this a destination, a tiny home destination, so when people come here, they come here to be a part of it. They want to stay the night. They're going to want to stay. They want to stay in tiny homes. And there's going to be a lot of you that are not going to live here. There are going to be a lot of you that want investment property. It'll pay for your tiny home. Not only pay for it, you'll make money off of it. So all this generated together, you're looking at maybe 200 home sites.
And also, if you would show the dog park and the garden. There's two areas for that. I'm glad Pat brought that up.
Yeah, this is a lot of grassy area. There's a big parking area right here, and all this we're gonna allow garden and super dog friendly gardens. I want animals. I would even like to have a place for some llamas and some chickens and stuff.
Well, somebody just asked about chickens and things like that.
We want that general area, like over in here. This might be a great place right in the middle of this little village right here. And we got all this grassy area. Also, and it's hard for me to do all this to scale, but this is a really long strip of grass. This whole thing right here. And there's really a tree line right here. This is all dog area, garden area. I brought all our topsoil out here. There's probably 5 acres for gardening, dog lots, and animals to be done. That has to be a part of what we do, because as you guys know, animals and you bringing that feel in here just makes it feel better. And it's going to be clean. It's not something that's going to be nasty, okay? Oh, last thing. Now, this is the stickler right here. I'm going to do this in red. Over here is 2 acres. Man, am I spelling this right? Pigeon, is that right?
Yeah.
Pigeon River.
And we spelled prairie wrong too.
Did I spell prairie wrong?
It's P-R-A-I-R-I-E, they said.
P-R-A-I.
R-I-E.
R-I-E.
I believe that's what they said. Yeah, prairie.
Prairie. Terrible spelling. All right. The Pigeon River runs here. I've got 2 acres, and this is a canal that's dug out. And like I said, you can kayak through here. What I want to do is when we get this, and we're not going to wait till this is all done, but I'm going to buy kayaks, and we're going to have them set up here. This is just part of living here. You don't have to rent them. They're here. They're yours. And we're going to set kayaks here that you can go up and down this river on your own. You grab a kayak, take it off. We may have a sign-up sheet. Hey, I'm going to get kayak number 33 and take it off, bring it back. You sign your name on it. Also, my big dream is, and I've got to look into this river and how big this thing is. It's quite a large river. I may even, we're going to have a big deck out here, right? And maybe a little bridge across here, another big deck. This will be it'll be a little structure. You can have picnics out here. You can set at the river. You can watch it in the evenings. You can have little fire pits out here. All right. Enjoy the river. I'm opening this portion of this property to you all. This is a railroad. Now you cannot drive here. You have to walk to the river, which I think is kind of cool. I've talked to the railroad. We can't get a car crossing. Down at this end, there's a farm that goes across, and they've got a road, and we can access it this way. I'll get into that, but we can walk there right now. But what I want to do is I want to say, we're going to have these decks, like a big deck. We're going to have kayaks in here. You can take that kayak up this canal. You can go up the river. You can go down the river. This river turns into Douglas Lake. Douglas Lake has a big dam, you know, and it turns into the Holston River, which goes into Tennessee River, which goes to Knoxville. All right. This is a sanctuary river. It's got about 2 miles. The mayor told me about 2 more miles of cleanup. Excuse me, and it will be completely sanctuary. It used to be a very polluted river from a Champion paper plant in North Carolina. Polluted it forever. They've cleaned it all up. Fish has come back, the birds have come back. I met somebody this weekend that said that the Rankin Valley, which this is Rankin Road, Industrial Road, Rankin Road, is considered one of the best places for bird watching, right? And this lady told me, she said, you wouldn't believe the people that come to this area to watch your birds. We've got that osprey here that we've left that telephone pole for. So that's another venue that we can use to rent these tiny homes out to bring income for you all. Right? That want to come and watch the birds, get on the river, go up and down. Now, if we can really get into it, and I don't know how that would work, I wouldn't care at all to buy a couple pontoon boats and dock them right here, right? There'll be community boats. We maintain them ourselves. They're bought. You don't have to pay anything. It's part of living here. We're going to take the rental the income that I can make off of this, buy a couple boats, you sign it off. We take care of them, we maintenance them ourselves, right? And we keep them good and go. Now, there's some rules to all this stuff. And I know it sounds pie in the sky and somebody's gonna get out there and run out of fuel, they're gonna beat it up and stuff. And I want this to last for years and years and 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, when I'm dead and gone. And we'll set this up. We'll set it up with our bylaws and some restrictions and how we're gonna have to go about doing this. But what I wanted to point to you guys tonight, this is my grand plan of this property. All right, this is my grand plan. I will take it in stages, or I'll do it all at once. If I had $1 million, I would start tomorrow, and then I'd have it done in 6 months. All right. So, all this 2 acres is part for you guys to enjoy. All right. So, on to how we're going to make this happen. Amanda, how's your? You good? All right. Go here. All right, everybody. This is based on a 20-foot home. So we have a Freedom home that sells for $32,500. If you go on the website, we have a complete description.
And what size?
Everything.
That again?
Oh, 20 foot. All right. We have a complete description of that home and everything on it. It is everything that you need. All right. And we can change the floor plans inside if you'd like. PSPI siding and maintenance-free siding. All the amenities, full set appliances, all spray foam, metal, windows, lay out the way you want. Everything inside, sinks, bathrooms, showers, all that is included. You won't need anything else inside that house except for a pillow, mattress, and a plate, and a fork, and a washcloth, and a socks. Right, Amanda? Okay, so for that. And then to start, let's say you want to live in the beach. We want you to lose, I'm going to pick out probably 10 vibrant colors that we want. And we got to keep those colors, because if you leave, the next house coming in has got to have that vibrant color. It's a stipulation in the beach. Let's just take the beach, for example. You want to live in the beach. Well, it's $6,000, right? To get the development. You know, that's to live in it. Now we're at $38,500. Okay? What I want to offer to you guys is this. I want to offer all this, okay, for a $15,000 down payment. That's it. I'll finance the rest. So if you take $15,000, give me $15,000, I will build you a 20-foot home. It also includes this, all right? Put the development on the beach. You minus $15,000, minus $15,000 off of this. You got $23,500, and I'll finance that for 36 months. No interest, 0% interest for 36 months. Your payments are $652, I think, a month for 3 years. You pay no lot rent, nothing during the 36 months. You just pay your house off. No interest, nothing. Pay that right there. What I'm gonna ask from you is I need 30 customers.
And this is leasing the lot, not owning the lot.
You don't own the lot, you lease the lot.
Mm-hmm.
When it's all said and done, it's $200 a month. Mm-hmm. $200 a month. After you're done, I want you to pay your house off. You pay your house off, $200 a month, okay? We can go 36 months. I think that's, you know, I don't know why I chose 36, and I'm gonna stick with that right now. I have talked to a lot of folks that are on a fixed income, and this is where I got this from. If they get maybe my mom gets $1,200 a month, $1,200 to $1,500. And I know if you had this, your utilities on these houses, water, power, sewer, and everything, shouldn't be more than another $50. So you're looking at about $700 a month to live here. You don't pay any lot rent whatsoever, okay?
You'll have your own electricity,
yeah, you have
own
your own
water.
Electricity, your own water. So you can,
internet,
and if you pay all that, and that's, you know, that's just what you guys want to pay. You guys know Regina down in Florida, her light bill's never been more than $20. Mm-hmm. She lives in a 24-foot house. This is a 20-foot freedom style, okay? And I'm offering this, and I'm going to finance $23,500. I have to make this number, all the numbers work, I have to have 30 customers, right, that pay in, that want it. And let's say on Memorial Day, what is that? Let's say June 1st. June 1st, I get 30 people. I get 30 people, I'll send your contract out, ready to go. What we have to do, I will have all this done, because it won't be like RJOs, like I was building them myself. Now I've got the guys helping me, a few guys, because we got homes to build. Our company will be dedicated to building these homes. This is not a side job. These are homes that we will be building as our guys build them. We will build 6 or 8 a month. We will get these out. So we're looking at trying to get these done within 4 to 6 months. The only thing we need to do, though, is we have to start your payments, okay, now. So your 36 months begin the day your contract is signed, okay? So now you're sending in your $652 payment starting the day of your contract.
If you finance.
If you finance, okay? So now, if you're 6 months in this and you get your house, you got 2.5 years to pay your house, right? You're 2.5 years in to pay your house off. As you guys know, you know what's going on here. I'm taking that 652 times 30, and I'm using them to build the houses. This doesn't pay for the whole thing. I got to build the infrastructure and everything. But as you can see, as we build and these payments come in, you're helping me and I'm helping you is what we're doing, all right? And that's how we generate this.
Now, are you saying this is just the beach area?
This is just for this house. This is just for a Freedom 20-foot style home. And Amanda and I were talking about it earlier, and she said, okay, what about different style homes? What about different size homes and all that? I'll have to get back with you on that. This, I can offer this right here for 16 to 20-foot Freedom style homes.
Right.
15 down, finance for 36 months, 0% interest, no lot rent for 3 years. You're in. You're on.
Now, the other thing too, and I'm sure, is that whenever your payments start immediately, when your house is done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say it takes me 6 months to get you guys sitting on that property.
Right.
I'm going to take that 6 months, right? And I'm going to add it to the tail end of your payments and give you 6 more months of free rent because you weren't here. Okay? So you get 6 more months of free rent added on in. So if I take 2 months to get in your house, I'll give you 2 months. Okay? 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have that done in 6 months.
And the only thing extra that would be is that putting your deposit down, your $15,000. If you added any extra amenities,
yeah, if
you'd have to pay that up front.
Granite tops, if you wanted whatever inside the house, all these amenities, that would be added on to the $15,000.
Yes.
Now, Amanda made a point earlier. We were discussing this, and she said, "Well, what if somebody wants to pay cash, get it all paid up? What do they get for paying cash up front?" Good, and that was a great question. Well, on these houses, this is like looking down on an airplane, and here's your dormer on your Freedom style. What you're going to get, we're going to give you. Let me do it in red. We're going to give you a free deck. We're going to build you a porch, because if you were in the beach, here's the street, and I want houses set. Right? And here's a car. Right? We're also going to give you a shed.
Right.
So you get a shed and you get a deck. If you pay 100% up front, the $38,500
right
to live at the beach.
You get a deck and a storage shed.
I will give you a full deck and a storage shed. And what I want the deck, all these houses, if you live in the beach, this is going to be a covered porch right here. We're going to extend the roof line out, okay? Because we want to facilitate community living. We want everybody to talk to everybody. We want you to come out. This is a gorgeous evening. Look at this evening. Sitting on the porch and talking and just enjoying the evening, right? So if you pay full up front, you get a deck and you get a shed free. All right? This is what I come up with, everybody.
And the new line, the Freedom line, is online. Alyssa's got all the details on there now, and also the Craftsman, but the Freedom line and everything is on there as well.
Now, listen, I am so prepared, because I can deal with rejection. I can deal with whatever happens. I've been through it a lot in my life. That if this doesn't even go and nobody's interested, that's fine. I'm going to try to start another community next phase. We'll go with that. And we'll say, hey, we got another phase in the forest, and we'll go from there. I will eventually work my way and do these as interest is done. This is my dream. This is what I think would be great, because I think it can facilitate income for you all, a great place to live. It can be community living. And I understand that some people don't want to live on top of each other. Then you don't need to live.
Then you don't need to live at the beach. And that's what Shannara and then Dana had also mentioned too. What if you want to live in the forest? Is it the next 30 that fill up? How are we doing that?
Yeah.
Did you want to do?
Well, it's like, okay, what I want to do is this is what we thought. We thought we'd open it up. We're going to say the forest, the beach, and the prairie.
And the prairie.
Where do you want to live? You say, you know what? I want to live in the forest. Great.
We'll put you on the list.
Put you on the list. I have to have 30 people.
At least 30.
At least that's the only way financially that I can get the infrastructure in and get the ball rolling and make the numbers work.
And two, if you don't have a preference, say, hey, listen, I'll do whichever one fills up first, or I just want the beach and the forest, or I want just the beach and the prairie. Put me down for those 2 lists. So you can be on multiple lists. Whichever one fills up faster is the one that will be next.
Yeah, I think the beach can handle maybe 40, 50 people. And we want it, we actually want that to be compacted.
Right.
That's the feel I want. I want to be on top of each other. That's just a...
And it's going to be beside the shops. And that's going to be a foot traffic area.
It's going to be so cool. You're going to walk to the shop if you want to. You can walk over here, over here to the garden. I mean, the vending area, whatever.
Right. And two, for everybody to realize, too, that, and I know he said this, but this is concrete. This will be the woods. This will be gravel driveways and, things like that. This will be concrete. So, like Randy's mom has trouble. She has a walker and needs concrete.
Yeah.
This is the area she's going to be in. And you may need that or may want that.
Yeah. The prairie, I'm going to keep it as grassy as I can.
And some people don't like trees and stuff like that. They like a city life.
Cooners, they don't even want the tree.
Right, exactly.
They want a concrete. And that's awesome. That's fine. I want people to be on top of each other. I mean, Cooners, we're all living within 10 feet of each other now.
Right.
So there you go. I don't know. I kind of want to just throw it out there to you guys and let you see.
Oh, and this is another good question. Will you take a few questions?
Yeah.
Okay, Deborah just said, and Deborah actually, she's got a lot over here. Let's see, or RJO, let's see. The prairie, will it be off-grid fully? No power, no water on sites then? Or what's the prairie going to consist of?
I thought about that, but I don't think there's going to be enough people that'll want to be off-grid.
All the time.
But the reason I thought about it is because there's no trees, and people that were moving into the forest said, hey, where can I have my off-grid? And the Acunas are a little bit off-grid. And they would do great out here in the prairie, the Acunas. That would be great. They can put their solar panels so they could supplement their electric. That's why I want the prairie is going to be broad open an area.
Right, exactly. And I just thought it was a great idea for the shops to be just the people who live here, that it's an opportunity for them to have a business. You can cut hair, you can have whatever kind of shop you want, and we don't know what the prices, what the rent would be yet. So
no, I'll build the buildings, and you guys will rent them from me. I'll have you guys go in there, and you can put up your shop, whatever you want to sell, whatever you want to make. My thought is this: if we got 200 people living in here, and maybe you make gloves, maybe you make socks, or maybe you want to make coffee or pastries. You can sell it there. I would love for everybody to come down in the morning, and they're all parked out here on decks.
For coffee.
Yeah, I want to in the shop area. I want a big porch that's connected all together, like a boardwalk, and everybody have coffee together. They talk about stuff. We got papers. Read a paper, and we commune together. I'd like to have a yoga shop in here. I'd like to have a health food shop in here. I'd like to have herbs and gardens, just stuff anybody's interested in.
And two, another good question. I just seen it. Hang on a second. I want to ask it first. What if you already own, JoJo wants to know, what if you already own a tiny home?
Okay. If you already own a tiny home, you can go into the forest and you can go into the prairie.
Yeah.
The beach is a very distinct
It's very
home
specific.
because it sticks out. All right. It is out in the open. It is something that the whole road is going to see when they look over here.
And it's going to be uniform, and everybody's front door will be on the end.
Yes.
Correct?
All your doors will be on the end of your home with your porches, your decks. It's made for community talking and living.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's see. What size are the lots with the at the Prairie? T. Hey, T. Remember T that came and volunteered?
Yeah.
And she actually sent
lives right over here.
Yeah, in Russellville, I believe, or Greenville or something. And she actually sent a card not long ago.
I'm thinking they'll be
very
bigger.
Sweet.
They'll be kind of like the forest, 60 by 60. They'll be real big. You can have a little garden area, and this is going to be, it's all grassy. So you have room for your solar panels and stuff like that. Maybe even bigger than that.
Could you touch on, and I'm glad Shirley brought this up. Thanks for saying that, Shirley. Will Freedom Home have a washer and dryer? What are we doing about washer, dryer, laundry?
Okay, well, what I want is inside each community, we'll have a laundry facility. Now, if you want your own washer and dryer, just like the Rose that left here, she said she had allergy issues and she could not use somebody else's soap that's in the washer and dryer. That can be added to the house. Okay?
And that would be a cost. That's a good example of what you would pay with your deposit, an extra amenity.
Yes. We'll plumb it for you. You guys get your own washer and dryer. We'll buy one for you.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah, the dog parks. There's going to be two places for the dog parks. I'm just trying to go through some of the questions because, yeah,
she's
lots
flipping through them, everybody.
Just really quick, and keep asking because he'll answer here just real quick. What about if you have a compost toilet? Where will you throw away the compost? That's a great question, Teddy.
You know what? It's probably going to be, of course, in the garden area, you know, in a more recluse area. So we'll put it in the garden area, and we will have an actual composting bin. So it depends on how many people we have that. We'll have composting bins.
Also, Diane, let me get Diane's. That was a good one that she just said. Hang on a second. Diane said, are the Freedom Styles the only available ones, or can we choose a different design?
Yes, you can.
But not in the beach.
But not in the beach.
Beach is only Freedom.
Yeah, I want the beach to be
uniform. Yeah.
Bright, vibrant colors and tropical. Anything in the prairie and the forest, you can have any. We'll build you anything you want. Any custom.
Is it Cindy Caton? Hey, Cindy, it's so good to see you on here. How much do I need to be in the? How much do I need to be in the forest? And my house is paid like mine. Bless her heart. Cindy, just come on.
Yep, that's what I was going to say.
Just heavens, come on down here.
Everybody, we're using Cindy's house
as the office.
Well, we've had it here for a year.
No, longer.
God, I have lived in it.
Yeah.
We have an office in it. I'm gonna live in it again.
Exactly.
Cindy's a sweetheart.
Cindy's very sweet.
Yeah,
come to Tennessee and just come on. Let's see. Trish, do the doors have to be at the end? No side doors, only at the beach.
Only at the beach.
Yeah. Those have to be on the end, but anything else you can have the doors anywhere you want.
Yeah.
This doesn't keep you from being a custom home.
No, not at all. We'll do, and the beach is a deal. You guys come here and it's going to be the porches and decks and the vibrant colors and like, it's like a RJO. It's the doors on the end and you'll have dormers up here. So it's going to be a beautiful home. You got dormers, you got all that, and then the porch is on the end down here. And then the street. And
at the beach, it's between a 16-foot and a 20-foot. So the limit is a 20-foot at the beach.
We may be able to go a little bit bigger because we're only limited on our concrete there.
Yeah.
What I love about the beach is there's concrete already there. So the concrete's there, the roads are there, the parking's there, everything.
And could go up very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, it could be done now.
Yeah.
The reason the same amount of infrastructure cost is because I want to fill it full of plants, and trees, and I want to make it gorgeous.
And grow that out.
We have to cut the concrete out, right?
Yeah.
And put the sewer in, and then we're going to put dirt in there and grow plants.
Maria, Velma, so many of them on here are saying, Amanda, please tell Randy how awesome this is, and we're loving this. Very
everybody,
sweet.
I don't know. I'm just like ripping out my heart, and I'm showing to you guys. This is what I've got in my mind. It may not go anywhere. So the only way I'll know now is for you guys to email, contact us, and then we'll let you know how many people were interested in this.
And I think Andrew and Van on here too. I think Van said that we could catch the train here and go by Amanda's house because I live at a train too. How often does the train run here?
It runs
5-6 times a day, don't it?
Yeah.
It's like it does at my house. Van also wants to know, is the pool going to be near the beach? Where's the pool, Randy?
We need
Spill
a pool. Everybody, listen.
Where's the pool?
Okay, you really want to get going here. I love water. I'm just nothing but a water guy. I miss the ocean. I'm an ocean guy. I'm everything about water. I'd be in it all the time if I had it. I want a sauna here. We're going to make these little portable saunas. I'm super into health and fitness and all that stuff. So we're going to have a sauna. I like to have an ice bath. I want to have some herbs and gardens. I want a pool here. That would be great. It's just a matter of making enough money.
Take some time, yeah.
What I'm going to do, everybody think about it. If we get this all done, and after a few years, the rental starts coming in, I'm not going to make any rental money off this for 3 or 4 years. But once that comes in, I can take that rental money, and then we can say, yeah,
start putting back into the communities.
Yeah, we put it back into it. And I want this to be vibrant.
Renee, what about having propane?
Yeah. You can have propane. Some people, well, we have propane for water tanks, water heaters.
Yeah. I was thinking, let's see, Kevin said, I was thinking, Amanda, if they have a shed, can't the washer and dryer go into the shed if the home doesn't have room? That's great, Kevin.
Perfect idea.
Hi, Kevin. Good to see you on here.
Good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Sure can.
Let's see. And I love, let me tell you something, Lynn Lowe and so many of the people on here, they answer questions for us. It's so great. And everybody was nervous because I was very quiet earlier because I wanted to be quiet to just let you tell your deal. You know, there's just a lot going on.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What's the take, Amanda, on here? What are people...
Everybody's like, sign me up. They're just ready. Where do I wire my money? All this stuff. How much is it going to cost? Can we, let's see. Oh, and I'll get back to that, Velma. Don't let me forget that. I'll get back to your question because I saw that earlier. Let's see. Jerry, is the Freedom the only choice for the financing deal? It is, isn't it?
Well, this is the thing. I based it on a 20-foot Freedom style home, all right? Of course, if the house is more expensive, let's say the base price is 50 grand, I have to have more money down.
Right.
My thinking is there's not very many people that have more than about 15 grand to put down. That's a lot of money still to come up with. I wish I could just do it for $3,000 or $4,000.
Well, and she's asking, and I think Tamara is asking the same type of question, is the Freedom style, not the Craftsman style, is the Freedom style the only choice for the financing deal?
No, we will. I tell you what, I'll finance.
I thought it was, but okay.
I will finance any home.
Even a Craftsman style?
Even a Craftsman style.
Okay.
That is in the park.
If you stay here.
You have to stay here while you're paying for it.
Financing cannot be for if you take the home with you. Okay, I see.
You got to be here.
Financing, you have to live here.
I'll finance any style home we do. Of course, if the house costs more, you got to come up with a more down payment. Okay.
Cindy said 2 years. I'm trying. Bless your heart. We know you are. Hey, Vicky, Ellen, Trish. Oh, everybody, they're so sweet on here. Let's see. Renee said, I mean the prairie. Oh, I didn't catch what the first part was. Let's see. And see, now this is a question we do get quite a bit, especially for customers that are buying. We're limited in, they're asking, can they stay here until their house is built? We're limited. We can't, we don't have people, or, you know, there was a lady on here earlier said that she couldn't live here because of we were going to build, she wanted a house, but we wouldn't let her live here. It's like, there's nowhere else to put anybody.
Well, what we're doing is we're actually opening up. We have.
But remember, Chuck's coming, so don't give away his space.
We have Chuck coming.
Chuck's coming. Don't give away space.
We have a young lady here. We have the Acunas,
One, two,
parents, and my mom and dad. Just
four, and you, 5, and Bryce, 6.
God.
There's 6 people.
6 of us living.
And there's only so much electricity.
We got like 7 hookups for electricity. Now we're trying to run some more down the end.
But it's not.
Yeah, it's just
I mean, and Chuck's coming. Chuck's gonna come. So that's capacity. I mean, I had to tell everybody. They're like, "Hey, we're gonna come in. Is there a tiny house we can just lay down? We don't care. We got our sleeping bags. We can't. There's just we can't. We just don't have anything right now."
Well, I need to build me a bunk room again. Yeah. So there you go.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Anyway, but no, we don't have any temporary or long-term, because it may be a while before your house is built, you know. Okay, in the forest, Pat wants to know, in the forest, size and cost of the decks and sheds. You don't have a price on the sheds and the deck yet?
Not yet, no. I'm thinking
but they'll be offered.
I'm thinking about a 4x8 shed. Just a piece of 4x8 piece of plywood, right? 4x8.
Right.
4 walls and a door and a shed roof on the back.
Okay. These are going to be, I'm going to be firing them at you. Okay, Marie, how does it work for water and septic? And keep it quick. I got about 10%
water
left.
And septic, you have it in your own name. You sign up with the city, it's in your own name, you get your own water meter.
Okay, great.
Own water bill.
Start asking questions before my phone dies. Let's see, Shirley. Okay, where is the bedroom in the beach homes? So is the beach homes the Freedom home? Yes.
Yes.
They're the Freedom homes.
Yes.
Where do you sleep?
On a 20-foot home, it's probably going to be in a here's your door, here's your porch, your bedroom can be in the back here.
All right, this is the firing round. You got questions? Go ahead before my phone dies. Let's see. Hey, Brooke, so glad to see the future. Yeah, Judy, so excited to hear about the plans. Randy Topia Heidi said. Hey, Marie. Let's see. Now the phase 2. Now Dana said, love the plan, but disappointed that phase 2 is not definitely going to be the forest. It depends.
Phase 2? Yeah, the phase 2 is everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want the forest, I need 30 people on phase 2 of the forest. We'll build it.
And we were
matter of fact,
right.
Listen, everybody. My excavator called me. It is summertime here. It is dry here. We're ready to cut roads now.
It's time to do
it.
it.
If I get 30 on the forest, I'm ready to go. He called me and said, Randy, let's go because the city will just continue putting water and we'll have both phases in by the end of the summer.
And actually, you're wanting to do that when it's
yeah.
like he's
See,
ready.
I didn't want to play a game with you all and say, hey, we got this one and maybe no more after that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just being honest with you. If you guys want the forest, let's go with the forest. I need 30 people. Boom, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right? I need 30 for the beach or the prairie, either one you'd like.
Right, exactly. And all lists are going to be, they're going to be
As soon as I
ready.
get 30, we're done.
Yeah, send us an email, info, and tell us which one you want. We'll put you on the list.
Right.
And we don't need details of your house.
No.
Don't send details or amenities or what you want or any
Just say
colors.
you want a lot and you
nothing.
want to go with it.
We'll just sign you up.
And you don't have to
Right.
buy a house to get into the forest or the prairie.
Good question. Somebody else asked that. You can just buy a lot.
Yeah.
Just buy the lot.
Not buy a lot, but you can.
I mean, rent a lot.
Yeah,
yes,
rent
exactly.
A lot. Yeah.
Renee, regular water and sewer.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Let me see here. Sounds wonderful. So exciting. I'm excited. Yeah, the internet's coming. They were working on it this week.
Yep.
Lynn Lowe, she said, the river is the pool right now.
That's right. That's right.
Jenny and Robert were just here with their son.
Here. Yep.
Yep. Let's see, Sharon, this is fantastic. I'll do herbs and gardens, Michelle said. Swimming is the bee in me all summer. Cheryl, let's see. Let me find some more questions. I'm trying to get to your questions. It said, Joanna made a good comment. You're going to need a huge crew for 150 builds. So what's your plans for that? Will you be, I guess you'll be hiring on
listen,
once that happens.
If it's that popular, which that would be the mind-blowing thing, I'll get her done.
And Vicki Fisher, I'm glad she brought this up as well because we've changed some things on the website. So check out all the new information and everything that we have on the website, prices and everything. But Vicki, can we visit? You can visit Monday through Friday. We are here from 9 o'clock till 4. Come and visit. You don't need an appointment. But if you want to talk to Randy, talk about plans, and you're ready financially to go with your house, then we can make an appointment because he's busy going on and off property, and that's just, we have to schedule those. Let's see. Neighborhoods be like they used to be. Yes, off property. Dana, she's on board for the forest, of course. Good question. Lynn said, except the washer in the shed will freeze during the winter.
It'll be insulated. You have to put a heater out there.
I'll have to have a heater and insulated. Okay. Let's see. Sign me up. Oh, yeah, Panther Creek State Park. That's near, of course, that's in Morristown. That's in Morristown.
Over here, you got the Great Smoky Mountains National Park within minutes of here. Whitewater rafting, hiking, Hot Springs, North Carolina, 20 miles away, and Asheville, an hour and a half.
Yeah, Joanna just said, do people live there now?
Here?
Yes. 7 of us. 7. Let's see. We're almost done. How wide is your board and batten?
We use 1x12s, 11 1/4 inch.
1x12s, Julia. All right. Now, can you give a real, give just a quick, there's a lot of comments. Can you give a real quick update on the phase that's already started? That's almost, where's it at right now?
Yes. My engineer was here. He's done all the plat map. I think it might have been sent today or tomorrow. It'll be given to the city. The city will put us on the schedule and we'll start. They haven't given me a time when they would start theirs. They said it'd be between 4 to 6 weeks before they could start construction. That's why I'd love to start second phase in the forest now, cutting roads, because they would go ahead and incorporate that at the same time.
And we're opening this up now. So if you want
the forest, I need 30 people now. $6,000 now.
The excavator is ready.
Ready.
He's ready.
It's summertime, everybody. We were delayed over 3 months.
Yes.
Because of rain.
Yeah, it's dry right now. Real quick on RJOs. What's happening with the RJOs really quick?
Oh, Lord.
Here's one. This one's going out this weekend.
Yeah, we got them all wired up. We've got them ready to spray foam tomorrow. We got them in line over here. We got all the windows. There's 3 right here. There's 3 out in the field. There's 2 in the shop. We are cranking them out. They should all be done. I'm hoping within the next 2 weeks.
There's 3 over here.
Half of them all done.
There's 3 over there.
Yep. So we should have up to 15 homes done. I'm hoping by the first week in June. We're about a week behind again. It's always going to be delayed a little bit. I want them.
Oh, there's 4 right here, Randy.
Here you go. All 4 of these.
4.
3 there.
3 over there, and that one's going out this weekend.
And we got 1 in the shop.
And 1 in the shop.
And we had 1 delivered. So everybody.
So there's still what, 16 more?
Yeah, and after that we'll have 16. The trailers will be coming in the end of this week. We're gonna. I've already cutting the walls.
And this is the beach. This is what you're talking about. The beach.
Area right
that will
here,
be the
everybody.
beach area.
This is the beach area. It is going to be. Listen. This is going to be almost my favorite development because it is going to have palm trees, tropical feel, boulevards with water features. I want to have a water. All this right here. This is going to be where our village is. Part of our village. And some of the garden area and all this stuff. This is just so much room to grow. And then all the concrete, of course, is where we're going to be manufacturing homes and our welcome center.
Right. And real quick, who was it? My goodness, I just seen it. Oh, shoot. Who was it? Oh, Deborah. Deborah said, I missed the washer and dryer talk. I thought we were going to have a portable laundry spot.
We are.
Now we get to get our own, or what's the deal?
Either one. We're going to have a laundry facility available for you guys.
And if you have one, you can put it out.
We got city sewer here. So if you want one in your house, you make room for it and we'll put it in. We'll plumb it for you.